Hey there, guys, and welcome to another Factorio Friday Facts number 296, all kinds of bugs, and I'm joined by Afflixian again.
Hello, everyone.
So, you're finally back with us this week after going and having fun without us.
Yeah, I had a company event last week. I couldn't be here.
Shame on you. Um, so, this one is pretty short. I'm going to cover the first two sentences, and then Afflixian just gets to cover the rest, which is great because I'm
Yay.
super tired. So, cars and tanks remember their color. It's a tiny feature, but basically, cars and tanks will save the color of passengers when they exit the vehicle, which is super nice. Because then, if you have, your car, has maybe like some features you like, or you just are really possessive, you get
Yeah,
to know
I
what
really
color it
like the
is.
the stereo in my car. I want to make sure I keep that one.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like, you have your mirrors adjusted a certain way and stuff. You got to get the right one. So,
Until someone takes the same color as you and gets in it,
yeah, then we're gonna have problems.
like changes their player color to that too. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
um, yeah. So basically, that's that, and then the next section is to do with bugs and performance.
yeah. So our seating points out two pretty interesting bugs here that I'm sure took quite a while to track down. Um, These are the fun kinds of bugs. I'm sure that these are right up our seating's alley. These are the bugs he loves to find.
Yeah.
So this first one has to do with game performance. The symptom that he found, or that the person reported, was that the game would randomly freeze for a minute and then continue on as if nothing happened. So he got that, and he saw, first of all, it's a modded game, so his first instinct is to blame the mods,
Mm-hmm.
because it's never your code that's bad. It never.
No,
It's
of
always
course
someone
not.
else's code. So he took a look and he reproduced it, and then he realized, oh, this isn't actually the mods that are causing the bug. It's our code.
What a
And
surprise.
the the basic gist of it is when you're driving a train manually, it looks ahead to open the gates, and it only looks ahead as far as it needs to if you were to stop the train right now, like how long it takes to stop the train,
Right.
which is fine in the vanilla game. It doesn't take that long to stop the train in the vanilla game. But this specific game had a top speed of 2,500% with the mods. So, it's not just that. In combination with that, these crazy junctions that you see have loops in them. I can count, like, for the train at the top right, there's one, two loops that I can see where it can just completely turn around there. So if
Yeah.
there's another one of these junctions directly to the right of this, that's um, I don't know how many different combinations of possible paths the train could go on.
Right. It's a lot.
So it's a lot. It's a lot. This is why we don't put loops in our tracks, guys.
Yeah. And man, I'm glad I'm not in this game, dude. Top speed is 2500%. Those are like,
Yeah, that just sounds like a death trap for you.
yeah, seriously. I mean, I think at this point it's a death trap for anyone. That's like, I mean, I didn't even think the game could like handle trains moving that fast. Wow.
Well, I don't know how it looks, but I'm sure the math works out.
Yeah,
Like the graphics, I don't know how it'll look, but I'm sure that functionally it'll work.
true.
But anyway, so the game needs to calculate uh, what possible path are you going to take, and make sure that the signals are open for you when you get there. Um, that's It's an expensive operation. He says the time complexity for the algorithm was big O of n squared, meaning as the number of items in your array increase, the time it takes to complete the operation increases quadratically. So um, if it's only 3 items, it takes 9 seconds. Rough example: 3 items, 9 seconds. 4 items 16 seconds, 5 items
Right.
25 seconds, etc. N for this situation turned out to be around 76,000.
Wow.
So square that, and yeah.
That's a
I'm
lot.
I'm not even going to try to do that without a calculator. Let me calculate it real quick.
Will your calculator even fit that?
Yeah, easily. 5.7 billion.
Yeah, which is what he shows
Yeah,
here, plus other numbers.
yeah. Remarkably close to what he said.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it took 57 seconds to calculate all of that, and that's at 1.6 million rails per game tick. That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
So
57
he fixed
seconds.
it.
Of course he did.
He fixed it. He fixed the algorithm so that it runs in linear time. So as you add items to it, it only takes 1 extra second to calculate that one item. And again, rough numbers. That's not exactly how it works, but that's the way you should think about it.
Right.
And it only did the calculations 43,000 times and took 0.009 seconds.
Huge difference.
Went from 57 down to 0.009. That's, yeah. This is why you should care about the complexity of your algorithm.
Yep.
Precisely because there's going to be some unforeseen situation where n is going to be really big and it needs to perform. And n squared is not something you want. N squared is actually among the worst it could get. Usually you'll see complexity around n times log of n, and hopefully n or just log of n,
Right.
which means it's really efficient.
Well, it's good he
So
fixed
that's
it.
the first.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first bug. That's a good fix. It'll apply to everyone, even if the gains are marginal for 99.9% of us.
Yeah.
The second bug had to do with the game freezing, consuming all available RAM, and crashing. That again, modded save, but again, not really the mod that was at fault. In this case, it was running out of RAM and exiting. Why? Because it was failing to allocate memory when it tried to create furnace smoke. Because it was trying
Interesting.
to create 4.3 billion smokes.
That's a lot of smokes.
4.3 billion also happens to be around the size of the largest unsigned 32-bit integer you can make.
Huh.
Which probably points him in the direction of overflow. And so that's what the next bullet point is, because a small negative signed integer was being converted to unsigned. And when you do that, the binary bits convert to something that is a really, really, really big number. In this case,
Okay.
4.3 billion.
That's like,
Obviously, this is not working as expected.
obviously.
Obviously not. There's no way that anyone's going to make something that needs 4.3 billion furnace smokes.
Yeah, that 4.3 billion smoke sounds like something that would go on like one of those billboards, like how many people have smoked ever.
I'm sure it's more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure. But
Uh, so yeah, he kept investigating, and the point here he was making, the title of the section, crashing on dereferencing a null, add a check for null. But that's just treating the symptom, it's not treating the cause. So he kept digging for the root cause, and eventually he found that something was being set to -1, or it was the API itself was allowing mods to set something to -1 and not properly clearing it. So
okay.
-1 as a signed integer converted to unsigned is 4.3 billion.
Right, and I'm sure he ended up
Yeah.
fixing this one as well.
Oh yeah, he fixed it.
Just add a null check. Okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, if you just add a null check, that you're treating the symptom, you're putting a band-aid on it. not addressing the fact that there's still a knife in your body.
Right.
So yeah, two really obscure bugs that probably took a lot of digging to find, and are kind of fun stories after the fact.
Yeah, and our seating loves these, as you said.
Yeah, like these these kind of bugs, 99.9% of us are never going to experience.
Right, but it's still good to have them fixed if you can.
Yeah, and the fact that our seating is fixing them, and Woob software as a whole fixes these kind of bugs. This is why Factorio is such a stable game compared to other AAA titles.
Yeah, because they literally fix like every single bug, even the most rare ones, whereas a lot of AAA titles don't even fix the most common ones. So,
Yeah. A certain developer whose name starts with B comes to mind.
yeah,
They
I know
make
who you're talking about.
big RPGs. Yeah.
So yeah, that's this Friday facts. Pretty cool. Some bugs fixed. Get to keep our vehicle colors so we can get the right vehicle, and pretty neat. So they're making progress.
Some fun bugs. Yeah.
Yeah, fun bugs. Well, I think that's gonna do it. Unless you got anything else.
Uh, More of these bug reports, please, our seating. I want to read more about them.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting if you understand it. Um, so
Yeah, exactly.
exactly, yeah. Okay, well, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts below and on the forums, and until next time, we will catch you later.
See ya.